Hello, my lovely Cancers. Welcome to New Hope Tarot. We're going to be doing your bonus reading for Valentine's Day, where we find out whether you meet your soulmate this year or not. I've already meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. For this particular reading, we will be using 3 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks. All right. And very first things we're going to do is find out what your energy is and what your person's energy is. All right. And then we're going to see what it is with the tarot decks, and we're going to find out what are the steps you need to take to move toward one another. And then hopefully we are able to locate how you will meet and when you will meet. Some readings we've been able to narrow down the time. Others, the universe just doesn't want to say. And that's just the way it goes. Some readings, we've narrowed it down to specific dates. So, again, it's going to really depend. Hopefully we get specifics. But it's going to be for your overall good what comes out. Okay, so let's find out what your energies are here, my dear Cancers. Destruction. All right, so what I'm getting here with this particular card, my dear Cancers, is that maybe you guys have recently gone through a breakup. And when I say recently, I don't mean like last week. I don't mean like that. It could have been several months ago, okay? It could have been in the beginning of 2022, or maybe you have gone through a divorce. And I feel like some of you are saying that you're over it, but you mentally and emotionally, or maybe mentally you are, but maybe emotionally you're not. And I feel that this is something that you really have to focus in on, because if you're still in the state of mind that, oh, this person did this and this and this and that, that's really going to lower your vibrations and not allow this person to come to you. The person that you actually want into your life, your soulmate. And maybe, again, maybe you don't want your past person into your life. Maybe you do, but for the most part, I feel like most of you don't want this past person in your life. I feel that you're having a lot of negative self-talk, or negative talk around the situation. And I don't think you purposefully mean to do this. I'm definitely not saying that. I just feel like, just like in any relationship, if we break up and, somebody really hurts us, and somebody asks us about it, I feel like we're doing really good, and then somebody asks us about it, and then all of a sudden, just like word vomit comes out because your emotions kind of take over. So for instance, let's say you break up with somebody and somebody comes up to you. It's like, oh, well, how are you doing? It's like, I'm good. I don't need that jerk anyways. Like something as simple as that, right? And that's just lowering your energies, your frequencies, your vibrations. That's bringing you down to their level, and that's not where you want to be. Specifically not to bring the person that you want. Then we have the release card for the person, and I feel like the person that you are wanting to be with is in a very similar situation, where they also have to release their past burdens. And how they were treated. I feel with this person that they're really tired. I feel like they need like a vacation. I feel like this person is still in the angst portions of their breakup. Not to say that it was recent again, but I feel like there's still so much that they are holding on to. And it could have been a breakup. You know, maybe they are a widow. Maybe this has nothing to do with a past relationship. Maybe this has to do with work. Maybe this has to do with their family and they have to carry certain responsibilities because of them. And you're coming in as the Empress card here, which, you are an abundant person. I'm so sorry, hold on, cards just kind of fell. And the second card that came out is the Eight of Swords. With the, excuse me, with this Empress card, I feel that you, my dear Cancers, are very abundant, and you're able to create the world that you want to live in. But you have to, because the Eight of Swords came up, I feel that you have to, because the Eight of Swords can also be a card of not necessarily destruction, but like restriction. And this could be restrictive thoughts, that keep you from moving forward. I feel like a lot of you know that you're capable of moving forward. And I feel like many of you are wondering why you aren't. Well, you have to really pay attention to those thoughts that are sneaking up on you that you might not even realize are coming up. Or maybe you do recognize them, but maybe you don't recognize that they are coming up as frequently as they do. And I feel like things will balance out in the end here with the Six of Pentacles, because it's showing me here that once you release these thoughts and this energy, things will balance out for you. And that is when this person will be coming into your life. Otherwise, you're going to be bringing in somebody that has that same energy. All right? And that's not a soulmate. Oh, for the love of Peter and Paul, allow me one moment. I am so sorry. Some cards just fell out. And when I mean some cards, I mean a lot. Well, here's the thing. So I've had my decks for quite some time, but I just got a new deck and they're a bit slippery. So I'm just going to reshuffle again because they're all over the place here. So sorry. All right, let's try that again, yeah? Holy smokes. All right, very good. And let's get some energies for your person, what they need to do. All right, they need to get to a happier place spiritually. I feel like this person is very successful, and that might be where a lot of their burdens come from. Or again, I'm also seeing family, because this has to do with the Four of Wands, which again, it's stability, success, celebrations, family. It could be a home even. So maybe they are stressed out about any of these particular situations, but I do feel like this person is successful. I'm not saying that they have a lot of money or not, but I am seeing that they are successful in whatever field they're in. Then we have the Eight of Cups, and again, this has to do with moving forward, letting go of the past, which is the original card, the energy that we got from this person. This person is really stuck. So in order to move towards you, these are the things that they have to do. They have to focus on the good things that they have and release their burdens, release anything that they are holding on to, whether it's whatever turmoil is on their inside, whatever emotional thing is going on the inside or is happening in their heads, if it's in regards to work or home or family, that's what they have to let go in order to go toward you. Then we have the Eight of Wands. Now the Eight of Wands is telling me that, remember I said, I feel like this person needs to go on a vacation. So I feel like maybe you'll meet them when you're returning from a vacation. But I also feel like with them, I feel like this is, they cause their own restrictions because they place so much burden on themselves. Oh, I'm shuffling the wrong deck. I need to get the clarification deck. So sorry. They really do put a lot of restrictions on themselves. And again, this is very similar energy to you, where you have to let go of your own restrictions. Now here's the thing, your restrictions are in your mind, their restrictions are physical. It is what I'm getting here. Yes, a lot of theirs is in their minds, like, but it's because of something physical that they need to do, like work. Like, they're putting a lot of burdens on themselves because of work, or they're putting a lot of burdens on themselves because of their family or a home, and they're trying to, continue to make things happen and try to balance a lot of things, which is causing them turmoil. But their turmoil comes from the restrictions they're actually placing amongst themselves because of physical things, material things, versus your restrictions that you're placing upon yourselves, my dear Cancers, are mental, emotional, letting go of the hurt that others have caused you. is really what I'm getting here. And I'm not knocking you. We all place restrictions on ourselves. We're human. That's what we do. But in order to move forward, I feel like that is what you have got to do. So that you have to do some self-reflection and recognize, and just be honest with yourself and recognize, is this something I'm actually doing? Because frequently that's not something that we recognize that we do, because nobody wants to restrict themselves. That's not how we're trying to live our lives, but subconsciously we do it and don't recognize that we're doing it. And as I'm saying that, the Six of Wands comes out, and this is really about seeing things from a different perspective. So, and this is for the both of you, truly. This comes down to you need to take a different point of view, because on the Six of Wands, the person is up on the horse and they're looking down, and they're no longer in the crowd, so they're getting a different perspective of what is around them. And the reality is that there is a castle around them. There's a building there is potential around them. But when they are down in the ground, they can't see all of it because there's so many people in front of them obstructing their view. Okay, so you just need to get a different perspective. And then we have the Queen of Wands and King of Pentacles that decided that they wanted to come out together. So again, I feel like this is your energy and their energy, and you are a very creative person. They are a doer. You are a doer in a certain sense. You are a trustworthy person and very loyal. And you get very, very hurt when someone hurts you, and that lights a fire in you, but not the kind of fire that gives you the energy to move forward, the kind of fire that you light up so that you're able to see in the dark, because you feel like that's the kind of fire that allows you to walk through darkness. Like that anger or that bitterness is going to thrust you forward, but really what it's doing is holding you back. I'm not saying you're angry or bitter, but I'm saying you're angry and bitter. That's really what I'm saying. And you might not recognize it as anger or bitter. You just might recognize it as hurt. But those energies are coming through. And of course, that might not be for everybody, but that is something that is there. And that is something that you have to recognize and let go of, because in order to meet this King of Pentacles person, and take it how it resonates, this is not gender specific. This is just the energy. With this King of Pentacles here, they are really working on career. They're focused on, they're very steady, this person, but because they are frequently leaned upon by others, they place on way too many burdens on themselves, and which is sad, and hopefully something that you're able to help them out with, because this person, again, they're successful, they're fair, they're kind even, but they're always so busy trying to do the right thing that by doing so, they're not doing the right thing for themselves. So in other words, they're constantly trying to do what's right for everybody else, that they forget to do what's right for them. Okay? That's what I'm getting here. I'm going to get a couple of more cards to see how you will meet and when you will meet. See if this is going to be in the cards here. All right, let's find out how you will meet. Oh, that card flipped it over. What is that? The Hierophant. Okay, so you are going to meet at a social event, or maybe even at a wedding, or possibly. I don't know why this is coming up, but what is the oh my gosh, I don't know what that's called right off the top of my head. When a Jewish boy turns 13 at that celebration, I can't think of the name right now, but for some reason it's going to be it's very specific. For somebody, that's where you're going to meet the person. Bar mitzvah, that's the word. I'm glad that came to me. I would really be concerned, considering that word throughout the rest of my day if it didn't come out. Some of you might go to decide that you want to take a class. It could be like a painting class or whatever kind of class, a cooking class. It could be anything. Or maybe even at church. And that's where you're actually going to meet. Let's see about when. Now, so far what I have with all the cards that I'm looking at is a maybe that you will meet this year. And honestly, I feel like that really has to do with the restrictions that both of you are placing on yourselves. And I say this not to be down on you. I'm saying this, sorry, I had to adjust my seat. I'm saying this because so that you do let this go, because if you are wanting this person to come into your life, and if they're wanting to come into your life, that is what needs to happen. You need to let go of this way of thinking. Obviously, you don't have any way of telling this person what they have to let go of unless you know them, which I don't think you do. But once you do meet, maybe this is going to be helpful to you to help them try to release some of their burdens. Let's see if they will tell me when you will meet. The Ace of Pentacles, they're not going to tell me. And the reason why, it's because the Ace of Pentacles, it's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What this is telling me is that there's going to be a lack of opportunity because of these restrictions that the both of you are placing on yourselves. So if you are wanting this to happen, unfortunately, and look, there's going to be a lot of readers out there. There's going to be a lot of readers out there that give you false hope for absolutely no reason. I don't want to do that. So if you want somebody that's going to tell you, oh yes, you're going to meet them for sure, then go ahead and go to that reader. I'm not going to blow smoke up your rear. That's not how I do my readings. I tell you exactly what they're showing me. And the reason why I do that is the whole purpose of tarot is to give you the guidance so that you see what the possibilities are, or what hurdles may lay in front of you, so that you are able to remove those obstacles. That's the point of tarot. All right. This is tarot is not a definite. All right. It will never be a definite, because life ebbs and flows. So if you didn't come to this reading and you didn't know about the restrictions and what you need to do, then sure, maybe this will be exactly what it is. However, because you have come to this reading and you know what the restrictions are, you're now able to learn from it and work on that, so that this outcome comes better, right? You have a better outcome. That's the purpose of tarot, okay? I'm going to pull out another card just to be safe. I don't want you guys to miss an opportunity. Oh, there it goes. That card really flew. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I love this. Yes, you're definitely going to meet them. The Seven of Cups. No, I'm lying to you. That's the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card of returning to your roots, like happy memories. And I feel like if you do focus on the happy memories, then this is definitely going to happen. And if it does, if it is going to happen, I feel like it won't be weeks, unfortunately. I don't feel like either one of you will work on yourselves that quickly. I feel like this is going to be months. And what I'm seeing is 5 to 6 months is what I'm getting. So I'm getting anywhere between June-ish, the month of June, anywhere between June and August is actually what I'm seeing. All right. Could it happen sooner? Yes. But again, this is all going to come down to divine timing and how quickly you're able to work through, and not just quickly, efficiently. All right. So this is really going to come down to you and clearing out your energies and what that's going to look like. Balance yourselves, my dear Cancers, because this is going to be helpful to you and speeding up what is to come. And hopefully your person is also working on that as well. But the more you align yourself with them, the more they're able to raise their frequencies to get to you. All right. I will be placing out, or I will be putting out a meditation on clearing and balancing your chakras here shortly. I'm not exactly sure when. Hopefully before this airs. So it's about 25 minutes long. So if you have time, I would suggest doing that for a while to try to help balance your chakras and see things clearly and get more grounded. And hopefully that does help you. All right, my dear Cancers, I hope this was helpful. Again, if it resonates, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I hope you have a beautiful, magnificent rest of your day. Bye.